Great. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks very much for joining our webinar today, The Art of Contacting. I'm a founder of a digital platform called Discover New You. There is a platform which connects individual person or corporation with a network of experts and partners around the world. And the topic are especially for individual people or corporation in terms of leadership, team building, communication, also employees' well-being, and lots of more things. And today, Paul is one of our partners. He's based in Spain. He is also a founder and communicator instructor, founder of the company High Impact Communicators. So you hope you enjoy the webinar with him because he has a huge experience teaching people how to communicate.
Elisa? Elisa? Something happened. Elisa?
Did you hear me? Sorry, did you hear me?
Suddenly I stopped the listening and I didn't hear you anymore.
No, I said you can start if you want.
Yeah. Just in that moment.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead, no problem.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So raise hands. Who wants to be a high impact communicator here? Raise hands. Okay, not everybody, but almost everybody. Very good. How many here want to know how to meet any stranger in any circumstance very, very easily? Raise hands. Very good. And how many of you would like to leave a very high standard first impression to a new contact? Raise hands. Very good. Almost all of you. Nice, very nice. So I'm very glad to be here. Thank you. Well, my name is Paul Victoria, as Elisa just said. I am author of a very famous book in Spanish. It's called in English would be the Austro-Libertarian Manifesto. I am also director of School of Crypto Economics. And I also direct a school of comunicadores de alto impacto, which in English would be high impact communicators. So that is also my profession, and I have been many years teaching communication. I have had programs in television and in radio, and also I have been a speaker in conferences in many countries, and I have trained thousands of students in public speaking or charismatic communication. So I'm very glad to be here. Very nice to meet all of you, all these great people who are connected here. Thank you, Elisa, for inviting me to this webinar, and thank you for being the founder of Discovery New You, and I think it will be a good. It would give a great value to society. So I congratulate you, and mostly thanks to all of you, because you could be doing other things, but you're here, and I appreciate that and I value it. So really I thank you, and I will make my commitment in this webinar that it will give you a lot of value. Normally a training for the art of contacting lasts 9 hours. Normally I do it in 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. And with 9 hours, it's enough time to train in the art of contacting. Only that, because of course, communication is a bigger thing. And I train in all the charisma communication that people need to know and to learn. But in all that charisma, a little part is the art of contacting, and I give it in 9 hours. So here we only have 45 minutes. So it's not a lot of time, but I will make my best so that you can go home, or if you're already home, well, to be in home with a lot of value. And I will make it very, very practical. I won't do a presentation of diapos or anything, because that would be like just theory. It won't be so good for you. So I prefer it to do it more in practice and to train you a little. So in 45 minutes, we will give some value to you that it will serve for your whole lives, I guess, in this short time. So knowing that, I would like to start in this training, the art of contacting, maybe with a volunteer that I will choose from here, from this list. Let's say Evelina, for example. Who's Evelina? Are you there? You want to be a volunteer? Raise hand. Would you like to be trained? You have to unmute Evelina so she can answer Elisa. Yes? Or maybe by the chat too.
Yeah, I think I mute her. Let me check. Or she can do it on her own as well.
She's muted there.
Yeah.
I will go directly to the training. No more introductions. Let's start with some real examples. Could you unmute her? You unmuted Wayne Waters.
Okay,
well,
Wayne?
With Wayne Waters, okay? Because he's now unmuted.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly. Maybe Wayne.
Thank you, Evelyn, to Wayne Waters, because he is unmuted, so I can speak to him. So, hello, Wayne. This exercise is about you are in a, let's say, a cocktail. I am in the bar. I'm asking for a drink, for a cup of wine maybe, and you see me, and I am your objective. I am your target. I don't know, what do you do? I mean, place yourself in a real situation, whatever you do. Maybe I'm a provider for you, a client, a potential business partner, or a potential investor. I don't know, whatever you like. Choose my paper, okay? And tell me who I am, and then you will make an approach. So what do you want me to be? Try to make it a real situation for you.
So clarify that again.
Okay, I am.
You're in a bar. I want to make contact with you. You're my objective.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to hear what kind of an opening line I would use, or how I would approach you?
Yeah, but first, give me my paper, my role, so I know what role I have to be. Try to have, like, you could have this real situation.
Okay, you're a newspaper reporter.
Okay.
And I've seen you on CNN. Well, maybe Fox News, depends on what your political affiliation is.
Okay.
So I'm interested in knowing a bit more about your philosophy for the company you represent.
Okay, but you want something of me, only information, or maybe to have like a contact for, maybe for life?
Just information. I'm interested in, so I'll come up to you and I'll say, hi, Paul, I've seen you on...
Hey, wait, one second. Yes, we will do that. I want you to put your mind on it, imagine it. We're in a cocktail, people are meeting people. I'm in that moment alone. You see that you are 5 meters away, so you can approach. So let's start right now.
Okay. So I just crossed 5 meters. Hi, are you Paul Victoria?
Oh, yeah, it's me.
Yeah, oh, good. Geez, I've seen you on TV. It's really nice to see you in person. You're a lot taller and better looking than I thought you were on TV.
Oh, yeah, many people tell me that. I'm very sorry to hear that, but it's normal.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
everything, it's a fake in TV.
I think you should talk to the cameraman to do you justice, or camera woman,
I will
Anyway,
follow your advice.
it's nice to see you in here.
Thank you, thank you. Who are
Because
you?
I've seen you on Fox News.
Yeah,
And
yeah. A lot of people see me. Some people hate me. Some people love me. So, in which side are you?
it all depends on if you just interviewed Donald Trump or not.
Oh, it depends on that. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's not really
it
about
depends
me.
on what your view of Donald Trump is. But no, I've seen your reporting, and I always thought you gave it a pretty fair, balanced view of the particular events. So when I saw you there, I thought I would come and see you and find out a bit from you about how your organization.
Excuse me. What is your name? I want to introduce myself.
Oh,
Paul Victoria.
Ziggy Stottlemyre.
Okay. Excuse me. How do you spell that?
Ziggy Stottlemyer.
Okay.
I'm
Ziggy. Nice to meet you, Ziggy.
Yeah,
So,
well,
what
that's
brings
just
you up
in
here?
case. I say that just in case, Paul. If you want to write an article about me, you can use me as an undeclared source of information.
Okay, that would be good. But what do you know that it would be interesting for me?
Oh, probably not, but I'm more interested in finding out a bit about why Fox News, or how Fox News influences your particular reporting.
Of my person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like what kind of directives do you get? Because there's a definite political
I
flavor that they have. And so
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
wondering
of
what they
course.
impose on you.
Well, the thing is, Ziggy, that's a little bit closed information that you're asking for. So I think I can't speak very freely about what happens inside the doors of Fox News.
Aha.
Hey, Ziggy, but what brings you here? What are you doing here in this bar?
Well, I'm just traveling through, and I was here on business, so I decided I'd come in for a drink.
Oh, and
Just
what do you,
relax.
and where are you from?
Canada.
From Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, my close neighbors then, the good neighbors. Not those the
Yeah.
other Mexicans, the good neighbors.
They're all good neighbors.
Yeah, but I have to be in Fox News point of view. Ziggy, and what do you do in life?
I'm retired.
Oh, you're retired.
Yeah.
That's so good. I want to be retired.
Pardon me?
I want to be retired too. How did you made it so young? I don't think you are 60 or 70, but a lot younger.
Oh, I like you better already.
Very good. Can I learn something from you?
Well, we shall see.
Excuse me?
I don't know what we shall see.
Okay, but maybe how to retire myself.
Oh, well, yeah. Work until you're 70.
Work until you're 70?
And make sure that you've developed a plan for how you want to retire.
Are you telling me you are 70 years old? Really?
Yeah.
You look a lot younger, I wouldn't say.
Clean living.
Okay.
I don't drop into bars very often.
Very good. Good health. Okay. Very nice to meet you. Hey, I have liked you.
Okay,
So I
Paul.
have to leave, but it's very, very nice to meet you.
I'll continue your good reporting.
Thank you very much.
And don't
It's a
let Fox
pleasure.
News get you down.
Okay, okay. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, are you listening to me? Raise hands to know that you're listening to me. Very good, very good. Others are without camera, so I can't see them, but I hope they're listening. Or you can also put in the chat, yes, I'm listening, or anything. Thank you. Well, let's analyze this conversation. We just met. He has approached me, and there are some things here to analyze. The most important thing is that Ziggy, let's say, or Wayne, has asked me some difficult question, could be polemical, very fast since he met me. So that was his mistake. He should have a lot of more trust with me, developing that trust, and then ask me that, because if not, the most realistic thing that will happen is I won't I won't respond to his question, and what happens is he won't achieve his objective because he made a mistake. So I made this in a very real conversation, as you have seen. This was a very real conversation. I thank you, Wayne, for it, because we made it very good, very real. So that was the first mistake. You have to analyze that. You have to build this trust. I will tell some more few things. Let's say he answers only, "I'm from Canada," nothing else. You know, he doesn't even say the town. It could be a little bit like suspicious for me because he's not saying a lot of details about himself, but at the same time, he's trying to obtain details about myself. So there's not a very bilateral relationship there. And also Ziggy it's not a very normal name, so maybe he is also lying to me about his name. So I can be suspicious. I'm not winning that trust so that we can develop that relationship. Then you see in the conversation, he had the command, like we say in Spanish, la sartén por el mango, like when you have this when you cook and you grab it by the hand, and like you are like commanding the situation, and I am letting him to command the situation because he is asking me the questions and not talking about himself. But then I change the relationship, and I started to have the command because I make the questions and I obtain information about him, and he just forgot about his objective. He didn't ask again. So he didn't achieve his objective because I managed to take command of the situation after he had it at the beginning. So we are going to learn some lessons about all this. Mr. Bousif, you have like a question, maybe? We could Elisa give the word to Bousif, I think it's his name.
No, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now, thank you.
All
okay,
right.
yeah, you can ask the question right now. Yeah.
Great. I might as well what I felt as well. Maybe Mr. Zig as well. He got disappointed as well approaching you for like he didn't find like the expected guy. So especially when you ask him where you're from, and he say Canada, and you say a good neighbor. So maybe Mr. Zig as well, he didn't like that response, and that's why he's not really attempt to finish the conversation with you. It was just like polite to withdraw, and he's not interested to ask more questions. What I felt from Ziga, he just like, he doesn't have this urge to finish the conversation with you. That's what I felt. I don't know where I'm wrong.
Yes, that is right. Your name is Bousif?
Yes.
Bousif, that is right. But the thing is, when in the art of contacting, you have to have clear your objective, and you have to achieve your objective. So it's not a matter of, okay, now he has said that, so now I feel that, so I go back, so I won't achieve my objective. No. You have to obtain your objective, so you have to play the strategy, mix the words, change the strategy, anything so that you could regain the command of the conversation and obtain that information of the newspaper he wanted to achieve. So you have to take that control of emotions, and the importance is the mission. Yeah. So thank you for your commentary. I would like to make another exercise. I want to put other two voluntaries, like for example, let's put the same Bousif that he already spoke, and let's place him with Mark Faltheim. Okay, so please, Elisa, unmute both volunteers. Well, I say volunteer, they're almost forced to. But if you don't mind.
Who is the second one? Mark?
Oh,
Mark.
no, disappeared.
Mark. Yes?
He just disappeared.
Yeah, it's
no,
unmuted.
he's there. He's there.
Mark is
Yeah.
okay. Mark, yeah.
Yes. Where
Mark
are you?
and Bosif, okay?
Yes. Are you there, Mark?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for being a good volunteer. Mark and Bosif. Now, you are in a similar situation. You are in this networking place, let's say a breakfast of I don't know if both of you are entrepreneurs or a businessman, or what are you? Let's say that you have something in common so that you are in the same place, and you're just meeting people, and I want you to meet in this moment, okay? You just, let's say that you arrive to this bar, you put the guy is putting you the cup and to both of you, and then you're there and someone speaks to the other one, very casual, okay? So let's do that exercise in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah,
No,
hi,
Mark, no, you
Busti.
don't know the name. It's the first time you meet.
Oh,
Again.
sorry, I forgot about
Nothing
that.
about yourselves.
Sorry. No,
Five,
sorry. I apologize.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, hello.
Yeah, hi there. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. Just like, would you mind to have a sit with you? Because I just like seeing you around the corner here. And myself too, not really far away from this neighborhood. And just like, I'm thinking to have a chat with you.
Yeah, no, it's nice to meet you. You know, so what brings you here then this evening?
Oh yeah, just like, you know, after work, I just like would like to have a drink here and like just chill out, relaxing a little bit, and so yeah, and trying to like have fun with the people with neighborhood here and expanding my networking, because I just like moved to this neighborhood, and I would like to know more people here. So, and I see you like frequently you coming to this bar. So my name is Bosif.
Yes, hi, it's Mark. Mark, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you here as well. Pleasure to meet you. So tell me, Mark, you're from here because I'm seeing you here frequently.
Yeah. I mean, I just you know, I work in a nearby office, so you know, sometimes you just need to come by here and blow off some steam after work. Sometimes, you know.
Right.
Okay. Finish. Thank you very much. Please give an applause to both of them. Thank you for your participation. Now let's analyze this. I want everyone to think. If you want to write something in the chat, it's okay. I will read it. Here you have a situation where two individuals meet and start to talk, but is this conversation exciting or boring? Let's say the truth. Let's say the truth.
A little bit. Maybe there is some communication barrier here.
Okay, a combination between excitement and boring, says Bosif. Mark,
Well, I guess the barrier is partly that we're on Zoom. You know, it's not reality, is it?
Yeah, kind of. That's true.
You know, it's kind of easier when you meet somebody face to face. You know, if you sort of
it's a lot better. I know it's a lot better. We're trying to make the exercise the most realistic possible, so that we can place ourselves in the minds. But really, although you would be together physically, it's not a very exciteful conversation. Yes, would you agree with that? It's not a very interesting conversation. And I mean, what I'm saying is, it's not boring, it's not bad, that is not the problem, but it won't create a high impact in each other. I mean, you will forget the other one very soon, very fast, if the conversation continues that way. Well, that is not part of the art of contacting. In the art of contacting, you have to make a very high impact in the other, so he will never forget you, because the art of contacting is to make the enough sufficient relationship so that you will meet again. Let's say you do business, you do sellings, you need an investor, you need a business partner, you need anything. And the thing is, you can't make that real in a first contact with a stranger. But what you can make real is a second encounter. And in that second encounter, or in the third one, then you could go to what you really want. But before going to what you really want, you have to make that connection. And here in this conversation of you both, you are not having a high impact connection. In the first place, let's just speak about the name. Like it passes a lot of time without any one of you introducing yourselves, without saying your names. A long time. Until Busif says, I am Busif. Hello, nice to meet you. Okay, I am Mark. And so the name, and if it's more professional, the name and the position should go better in a faster way, so that it will create a better connection. You will connect better with the other person if you know who is the other person. If you don't know, you'll have less communication and less impact. So you have to go faster to who you are, but also in that introduction, it's very soft to say Busif or to say Mark. You know, there are many Busifs, many Marks. I think you should, at least, if you want to make a real connection, a real impact, it's more powerful to say, I am Mark Faltheim. Nice to meet you. And looking into the eyes and giving the hand and boom, with strong, you know? Because just saying with a cup in the hand, I'm Mark, the other person won't even remember your name some minutes later.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to sort of push back here a bit. You know, the context was, oh, we're meeting casually in some kind of bar after work. We don't really know each other. You know, it's different. I mean, it depends on the circumstances.
Yes.
If I were to say, okay, you should approach that guy and try to reach some kind of sales by the end of the evening, well, then I would do a completely different approach, wouldn't I?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mark, for that commentary. And I think you are right in what you're saying, but that is why before I told you, like, you are like in a place of networking, not just in a bar. I think maybe your mindset was more in that place that you were thinking of, but sure. So you're right. But just for the matter of the exercises, for the next exercises, I tell the other ones, try to more mentality that you are in a place where people are contacting because of an objective. It's not like so casual, okay? Everyone knows that everyone wants to connect.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Because, okay, but perfect. You're right in what you're saying. But it's important in the name. How do you say the name? How do you look? How do you make the salute with your energy in the voice, in the shaking, in the hand, in the eyes? And if you say your last name, it will be better. And if you're in this professional environment, if you say not only the name and the last name, but also your position, it's also better. You give some authority to yourself. So thank you very much. Now I want to take other two voluntaries. Let's say Mr. Shaun Kasem. I don't know if Shaun is man or woman. And let's put it with CP. I don't know if CP is a man or a woman, but you could connect Shaun with CP. Thank you, Elisa, for giving them the word, the microphone.
Let me see. Shaun, can you unmute? I tried to unmute you. I tried to unmute them, but let me see.
Only Wayne is unmuted. Wayne always is unmuted. Why do you have that preference for Wayne?
No, I unmuted myself. Paul,
maybe Shaun and CP can unmute yourself as well, because I tried to and doesn't work.
We can all unmute ourselves, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, if Shaun can unmute yourself and CP, I'm not sure.
Let's see if Wayne has a question maybe before we continue the exercise.
Yeah, no, just Paul, initial contacting, doing it with high impact, creating an impression. I'd be interested in your observations about how you also make it authentic. You know, there can be a lot of acting.
Yeah,
you know, and we put it on, but you know, part of it is connecting in a real way. So I'm interested in your observations at the end of this about how do you do high impact contacting, connecting in an authentic way.
Okay, thank you. I can at the end put more emphasis on that, but the real answer is that in the 9-hour course I get a lot deeper on that. But because you're true to that, you're very right. You're more authentic. The impact will be millions of times higher. So yes, let's be with Mr. Who did we say? Shaun and CP. Could you unmute yourselves? Unless you don't want to be volunteers, but I suggest that you can train yourself a little bit here. Shaun and CP, you don't want to unmute yourselves? Wait,
Yeah.
in the chat maybe?
Maybe, yeah, let's see.
Okay, no, there's nothing in the chat. So maybe we can change of volunteers if they don't want to participate. Let's have Alexandre Augusto.
Yeah.
With Evelina. Would you like to? Alexandre Augusto with Evelina.
It's okay.
Thank you. You're Alexandre. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Evelina, do you want to
Wow.
unmute yourself? Or
Now, would you like to participate as a volunteer?
maybe not? Maybe she doesn't want to.
Or maybe yes, let's have some hope.
Let's see.
Evelina. Okay, I'm going to count 5 seconds. If not, I choose another volunteer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's do it between Wayne and Alexandra. Okay?
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, Wayne, nice
no,
to
you
meet
don't know yourselves. Nothing.
Okay.
Let's start again with this exercise. Remember the scenario. You're in a scenario where people are doing networking. It's not just a normal bar, okay? And let's say that, yeah, just be authentic, be yourselves, and have a spontaneous new conversation. You just meet each other and you make a smile, and so you introduce yourselves. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Wait, no, you don't know the name.
Sorry.
We have to start again.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Alexandre Augusto. I'm here for this conference. And what about you? What are you thinking about the conference to be starting in a few minutes?
Yeah, nice to meet you, Alexandra. I'm Wayne Waters. I'm a small town Canadian boy in this wide world of the European Union. And I'm here to find out all I can about the subject matter. So glad to meet you. You're the first person I've met here. People
Nice
don't
to
want
meet you.
to contact or connect with me. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe when because people is busy or trying to do other things before the conference. But nice to meet you. So you are from Canada. I heard a lot about Canada. It's a
How
good
about
place.
yourself?
I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. Have you been here in Brazil?
Oh, okay. Interesting. And where are you living right now?
São Paulo.
Oh, Sao Paulo. So you're broadcasting from I know, you're here in the meeting. You're here in the meeting. Okay.
Yeah, I take air travel 2 days ago, so I'm here in the conference with you. So what's our expectations about the conference?
To learn as much as I can and to make at least 10 contacts.
Oh, cool.
So that I can continue to explore the subject matter in more depth.
Cool.
So I need a lot of help, and I think this with the list of attendees that I saw, at least from the companies that are represented here, there should be a number of people with a lot of expertise that I could profit from. How about you?
Well, nice to know you are doing contact here. So do you know the presenter, Paul Victoria? I'm going to try to connect with him
Yeah,
Have you-
no,
have you-
I do. I met him in a bar just
Oh, yeah.
a few minutes ago. Yeah, yeah. Good
That's cool.
guy. Didn't give me much information about, you know, how he's programmed from Fox News, but, you know, good guy.
Hey, it's good to know. I'll try to get in contact with him to see if I can learn more from him also.
He must be a busy guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Finished conversation. Thank you very much, and thank you for the allusions to my person. Very good. Let's give another applause to them for participating. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And well, let's make some observations here. You and the other people who saw them too. You saw that this type of presentation was better in the introducing because they it was felt the energy in who is who. And I am this person, I have this name with this last name, and I have this position, I'm here, and this energy was different. It was a lot better in that introducing between two persons, that presentation, auto presentation. So that was very good. Now, the how are you? It's more, it's like very soft, like yeah, I'm here, like I'm glad, yeah, I'm fine, yeah, like, but it's not so powerful. I would make this tip for all of you. It's important. Of course, this has to do with what Mr. Waters said before, the authenticity thing, the sincere thing. But you should be in a very high energy position, and you are not good or well or fine. You are awesome. You're astonishingly good. You're fantastic. You're so good. Like, wow, I'm so glad to be here. And that is a different energy than just a normal word that everyone answers that way. So if in the art of contacting, you have to have a different energy from other people, because in those places, you will meet 50 different people, but you will forget 49 of them. Forget them, but you will remember one of them, and that one of them is the one who said, who says, I am Alexandre Augusto, and I'm so good to be here. I'm so glad. I'm happy about it. And that only that answer that is different from the rest will make the other person remember you. Of course, it's a lot better if it's true. So that's why I work like in the long term, in the charismatic personality, how to build that energy all the time and to be authentic, because you are always good. That's what happens to me. I'm always very energetic, but I'm not acting. I'm very good because I'm happy all the time. But if you develop that, then it's a lot more powerful, and I'm so happy to be here. It's not well, glad, fine. Okay, we have a question there. Let's give him the word, Mr. Busif.
Yeah, you don't need to say Mr. Busif area. So,
Okay,
Paul, yeah, I agree with you all what you said here actually. So when you are in that local, when you are there, is completely different atmosphere what you are here now. I feel the guys, Mr. here, when they have that role play with Augusto. But the thing is, well, here depends. Maybe I am in that networking, and you said exactly what you said. 49. Maybe you forgot all that's 49. You remember one. Exactly depends on the chemistry and what you are looking for. What I'm suggesting is that suggestion here, Paul. When you want us to give role play, for example, make, for example, here we have the agenda. Like you're looking to expand your pipeline. Like if you are in that business, so that's your object. So I don't want to waste as well my time, as you say, with 49. I might like talk to someone. It's not, there is no chemistry. There is not something common here. I'm moving on until I found someone really there is a comment here.
Yes.
And you're gonna feel my interest, my energy, because I found what I wanted from that guy.
Okay, I accept your suggestion. It's a good one, but it's partially good, because in reality, you are not always trying to get to that objective that you have in mind. Like in the case, in the first exercise or Mr. Waters or Mr. Ziggy knew who I was and wanted that information about Fox News, and he approached me because of that. And that is a true scenario, but there are also true scenarios, Busif, in which you don't know exactly that objective, but you know you want to make contacts, and some of them will be good contacts, so you have to try many of them. And in those trying of 20 people, you will find 4 of them which are good contacts, and you will, but so you have to be prepared for anyone, not only for that objective. So anyone you meet, just you encounter Mr. Alexandre and Mr. Waters, and you have to have that energy all the time and that charisma all the time, because you don't know what maybe he has to offer, and it's incredible, and you have to impact him in that first impression. Okay, so so apart from the presentation and apart from the typical question, how are you doing, well, fine, glad, or astonishingly happy, you can have a third question which was also given here, very typical, which is, where are you from? So let's analyze this. Mr. Wayne says, I am from a little town in Canada, this white boy, blah, blah, blah. His answer is very different from the first one he did with me. That is good. He improved a lot. It's not, I'm from Canada. Canada is not so impressive. You know a lot of people from Canada, but who answers like that? I'm a little town, a white boy from Canada. It's different. In the art of contacting, in the art of charisma in general, you have to always be different from the others. It's the same as a product. If you want to sell a product, you have to make a differential value, I think it's in English said, from the competencia, you know, from the competitors. You have to give something different so that you can sell. So in the same thing about yourself, when you're selling yourself, you always have to answer differently. So I congratulate Mr. Waters because he answered differently from Canada. Wayne, and about Alexandra, let's make a lesson for you. I'm from Sao Paulo, Brazil. You know how interesting is Sao Paulo, Brazil? It's so astonishing. But you're putting it like so normal, like I'm from Madrid, Spain, like nothing interesting, you know. Sao Paulo, Brazil, you have to take advantage of it. How about if you had answered, hey, where are you from? Well, I am from a very big city, very near the jungle Amazonas in South America, where there is a very big Christ that makes like this, the biggest of the world. Do you know the city? And then Wayne would say, oh yeah, maybe Sao Paulo. Yes, that's true. Would that be different than saying just a plain Sao Paulo, Brazil? Everyone says that. Differentiate yourself. Okay, another lesson for you. So that's very good. I hope you're learning and you can apply all this for the future. Okay, Mr. Mark, it's the one of the hand. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I also think based on my own experience, I mean, I've been working sort of globally, countries like UK, Japan, you know, for 30 years now. I think it also, I mean, to be honest, I also think you have to inject some nuance here, because I mean, if I were to behave this very enthusiastically as you're, in terms of trying to sell myself in Japan, I think, you know, probably some of the people there would sort of like walk off and end the meeting, you know, sort of because they're not used to that kind of character, you know, most of them. It's these kind of cultural nuances, you know, it kind of works with some people, some cultural. If I went to Spain, I would behave that way, but, you know, it's kind of, I think you have to adapt depending who you're dealing with, i.e., you know, is it a kind of startup environment in Spain, or is it a very corporate environment in, say, Japan, for example? So, but that's just my
thank you. It's
personal observation.
It's a good nuance. Maybe you are totally right there. I don't know, because I haven't made networking in Japan, so that is my place of ignorance. So maybe you're totally right. So I think everyone here should learn this from our partner, Mark. Yes, you should adapt. You should have this sense of adaptation. but remaining the thing, if you are different from others, they will remember you. Maybe not
Sure.
so like that, you know, but something different. And you know, any place you can make everything different. You can well, look Wayne, how he changed his name to Ziggy, or you could talk about Sao Paulo, but you could talk about any place. Like you are from I don't know, for example, Elisa could say, you know, I'm from a place where cheese, chocolate, clocks, and banks are the religion of the country. And so, oh, Switzerland, okay. You know, if you say only I'm from Switzerland, it's like boring. You know, it's a little bit. It's just try to make these things in the art of contacting. So let's make another exercise. Maybe the last one because there's not a lot of time. Let's take, if Shaun or CP want this time, you can. I will give you 5 seconds. And if not, we will make it again with, let's make it with Mark and Elisa. Wait. Let's see CP, Shaun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't want to volunteer, so let's take the volunteers, Mark and Elisa, okay? So now in this exercise, you have another situation to go along with what Lucif said before. Let's have a situation where it's not that you're knowing each other and you don't know who is whom, but that really you know who is the other guy. He is, let's say, Mark, what do you do really, so that I can make a
Oh, I'm, you know, to make it simple, I'm a management consultant.
Okay, a management consultant. And well, okay, so let's say that there's a coincidence and that you see Elisa like a very good person for your interests, and Elisa sees the same thing about you, but you just someone spoke each one of you about the other, but you don't really, you haven't met, but you know there is an interesting person, so you want to make a contact. So let's start. Let's assume real paper, real roles. I'm sorry, in Spanish we say papeles, papers, but it's roles. And so you assume these 2 real roles, very realistic. You're in this networking place and you start, and let's see your evolution. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, hi. You know, my name is Mark Fulltime. You know, I was speaking to one of my colleagues, you know, Paul Gardner. I think you met him before, and you know, he suggested that I should speak to you on we may have some common ground on some of the projects that both you and I have worked on in the past. And yeah, so that's why I wanted to come over and say hi to you this evening.
Yeah, hi Mark. Yes, exactly. Thanks very much for coming up to me. My name is Eliza Janska, and I know your friend quite well. We used to work together as well, so he told me a lot good things about you. I think you are in management consultant industry. Is that true? Is that correct?
Yes, I mean that's correct. I mean I've worked with quite a number of different clients. I think there may be some industry sectors that are similar to the ones you have been dealing with at your firm, and also some geographical overlap as well. But I think definitely that you know, maybe we should arrange a meeting or something, a more substantial meeting. You know, sit down maybe with some of our colleagues and discuss a bit more.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm very happy to meet new partners and connect. Especially, I heard a lot about you and what you're doing. And I'm also in this advisory consultancy industry now. I'm based in Switzerland, and I'm mostly focusing on corporate clients. At the moment, I have an interesting client that maybe would be very interested to, you know, as well for you. So I'll be very happy to organize a meeting maybe next week. I'm not sure if you can fly over here, and we can plan in advance this week. And then we can talk about that. We can go for lunch, or what would you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to touch on that, and I'm not based in Switzerland, but
Exactly. Okay.
maybe if we can sort of, like think about some of these issues and see what would be the best way
Yeah.
forward, then we can agree on a possible day to meet,
Great.
and I can come over, since I'm based in London.
Okay, you're based in London, and
Yeah.
you mostly are having clients from London, or you're also open for international clients?
Mostly European clients these days, so
Okay.
different industry sectors across most
Mhm.
European countries today.
Okay.
So I do travel to Switzerland from time to time for work.
Yeah. No, that's very exciting. It'll be great to talk and maybe have some plan, and maybe we can cooperate with each other on a couple of our clients. Is your clients big companies or small, medium and small businesses, or enterprise account like?
Well, they cover a lot of industries, but they tend to be more sort of small, medium-sized enterprises. Sort of we found as a consulting firm that we're kind of quite versatile and agile, but we're quite small still. So
Yeah.
we face the competition from larger firms, which are very entrenched with
Yeah.
big, large companies. So we prefer to focus on
Yeah.
small, medium-sized businesses where we can add better value.
Well, listen, Mark, I'm very happy to meet you because I'm also interested in SMB clients, and especially in London, if you have any contacts for me that we can meet and exchange. So I'm very happy that I could meet you today. Thank you very much for coming up to me.
Great.
This is my business card. We can organize a call or meeting, and if you have a calendar in front of you, we can even set up a call today. I'm free, let's say, next week, 4 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, here's my business card, and
Okay.
so we'll do that. I'll write you tomorrow, and then we'll set up a time to speak and follow up.
Very good, very good. I'm very happy and looking forward to our meeting next week.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you very much. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
You too, bye.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Applause, applause, thank you. Very good, very good. How did you feel, both of you?
Yeah,
That was good. I don't know. So maybe I could ask you more information about what he's looking for to achieve with me. Yeah, I think so.
Of course, in the back of my mind, I'm totally thinking about, on the one hand, you want to think that you're actually meeting physically again and talking about traveling by airplane, but whereas you're kind of here online, and you don't know when you're going to fly next time, and
I know.
you're kind of thinking, how do I deal with this exactly?
I know. The truth is, I prefer my trainings when I do them physically, because no mistakes occur there.
Yeah, of course.
It's more real. So it's a. But okay, we do what we best can in the digital world. Okay, but very good exercise. I thank you. I think it was also an improvement of conversation. I would say it was a correct conversation. I would say it could make a second meeting. I think the bases were placed to have that meeting that you were arranging, and when you met the next week, it would be good. I mean, there was this feeling, but also I think it could get a lot better too, because in this situation maybe you didn't need to get a lot better because you had this thing in common, so it wasn't so difficult. But there are other situations in which you have it a little bit more difficult, and you have to upgrade the impact so that the other person will receive you in a second meeting. So in that sense, okay, I will ask you, Mark, directly. Really, what do you do for a living? Really, explain to me. What do you do?
How long time do you have?
No. In 20 seconds.
No. I mean, that's essentially. I mean, I do M&A advisory and some management consulting. So I work globally, with companies, different industry sectors.
Okay. What I wanted, like, just to a point is, if I need your service, it would be good, it would be positive that you put it in a language which involves me more. I don't know if you want to make right now that exercise. Like, okay, M&A. Okay, if I know what is M&A, mergers and acquisitions, I suppose,
Yes.
it's good. If I don't know, then I will be a little bit lost. But if I know also, like, how many like you are, how many people who manage these mergers and acquisitions, maybe there are many, or maybe you're the only one, I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, we're a team, you know, sort of like, so I'm not by myself, but
Yeah, but there are competitors, you know.
yeah, of course, you know.
Okay, and if you want me, let's suppose that I want to make a merger and acquisition. If you want me and I don't, and that I don't go to another competitor, what language would you use so that I could stick more with you?
Well, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, to say it like that because you know, I mean, most of the work. I mean, I've been working for many years, so you know, I wouldn't just kind of casually just talk about it. You know, 5 seconds. Oh, you know, do you want to merge with another company? I mean, this is like the approach and everything is kind of like you know, different. You know, you spend time writing to each other, maybe phone calls, then a meeting. You know, it's much more. You have to work at it quite a lot. You know, to convince. If it's an existing client, it's different. But if it's a new client, I mean, you have to you know, basically prepare a pitch and you know, be ready to deliver it and see if you can get a meeting with a client and stuff like that. I mean, it's quite an onerous work, you know, sort of.
I understand. It's
you know, I'm just trying
more
to.
complicated than.
It's not like I'm not trying to sell detergent or something like that to you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
My
different.
Ajax is really great. You know, sort of like.
It's a lot more complicated, but it's okay. It's of course I understand it's a lot more complicated example than a normal one, but if you want, let's do the exercise so that imagine that you could be in a situation where there is a guy that you want to for as a client, and you already know that he is in contact with another guy like you, and you would like to stick to you. I know you can't make so big selling
Sure.
in a short contact, but let's try to make and it's also it's also a little bit difficult for me because it's a complicated job. So, but I like it because it's a daring here for me too. So let's do it so both together. How can you put those words in a different language so that this guy could at least have then next more meetings and all that, so he could contemplate your option? So tell me something. Let's
Yeah, sure. Yeah, hi Paul. My name is Mark Fulltime. I work for a Chinese company called Landbridge Group, which is focused on mergers and acquisitions.
Oh,
you know,
very
between European and Chinese businesses. And you know, I was told that you know, you've been speaking to different financial advisors. You may be contemplating you know, an acquisition later on this year in China. So we really focus on that. That's our, you know, our market where we've done 20 years of work now. You know, so, you know, I understand that some of the firms you've been speaking to are very big global players, but maybe, you know, China is an area where maybe they have limited experience compared to our firm. So it'd be great if we could talk more about it.
So it's your expertise. You dedicate to that.
Yeah.
And you're specialized with China relationships.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Well, among those guys who I have spoken with, there's one that also told me it also had a very good experience with China. What else could you add or supply that would make you better than others?
Well, I would say maybe some of the people in our team that we recruited over the years, you know, they've worked for various organizations and banks, long experience themselves of working with the Chinese markets, advising foreign businesses active in China. So they bring a depth and experience to our team. And then the fact that, you know, we work with the automotive industry, which you're involved with. So that's one of the key industry sectors that we focus on. I think that, you know, those kind of factors, you know, would it be, you know, make it interesting maybe for us to have a discussion and see what we could offer your firm.
Okay. Now we got better. Do you see a finish? Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Could you see all of you now is different. Now he's making a language that can make me interested in him. Now I have finished the conversation because now I felt it. Before with Elisa, I think no, it's another scenario, but I was like, yeah, but what he really does, you know, it doesn't get to me like what I'm interested in that. So it's very important. Like take it all, everybody, as a lesson that when you speak about what you do in a networking, you have to make the other person feel that you are the solution provider. You have to be with that mentality. You have a problem, I am the solutioner. I am the one who gives you, who makes you accomplish that mission. I am the one who closes the gap between your problem and the solution. That's very important in every contact. But in that, in mergers and acquisitions, and in conquering a woman too, like what do you supply? Like she has to also feel that. What are you solving? You know, what or filling a space or a void or something like that is contacting, so that you can assure you can make another contact. So let's thank you, Mark. Let's take Busif very fastly because we're running out of time. Busif, tell me what do you do in life? You have to unmute, Busif.
Busif, you can unmute yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm account manager, so I'm managing Benelux. I work for IBM. So
managing what?
IBM account manager for Benelux area.
Benelux?
Benelux, Belgium.
Benelux. Okay. Managing product?
Managing the account. So we do IBM. We do have a platform of solutions, a digital platform, digital business transformation platform.
Yeah.
So storage, power, and etc. So yeah, I sell these products to my clients, and of course, I need to build that relationship with the customers. I need to discover the pain and the problems my customers facing, and I need them to feel that I have that solution, and going through my customers through the business journey, and to achieve their business initiatives and the solutions as well. So that's generally what I do actually.
Okay. Could you give me a language which I can see very precisely what I am? You are filling that void for me. In my case, please. Let's say I have any role you want.
I didn't get the point. I didn't get the question.
Yes. Let's say that I am a client, a very good client for you. So
all right.
Put it in a language more adaptable for me, so that I can stick to you in this first encounter.
Okay. All right. That's a good question actually. So let's say you are banking industry. Let's say you are a CIO in a bank.
Okay.
All right. So okay, and you are my existing customer already. All right.
No.
You are not my existing already.
No,
White space. White space.
What?
White space.
Yes. But you know I am a very good client for you, but I have never seen you in my life.
Oh, forget about me. So you don't use IBM products?
No, I don't.
Cool. That's okay. That's a good scenario. That's white space. White space. Your logo. Okay, so let's. I met you in GITEX. GITEX is a big tech event in Dubai.
Perfect. I love Dubai. Good.
Cool. So, and I see you browsing up, and I am standing on my IBM booth, and I see you get in. Then I approach you. Hello.
I'm here. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Hi. How are you? How are you doing?
Fine. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
how are you?
So I'm very good. So excuse me to introduce myself. I am Busif.
Hello, Busif. How are you?
Not bad at all. You know, so busy, so hammered here actually. So
I am Paul Victoria. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Paul. Just about to ask you. So, Paul, so what's brought you here, actually?
Well, I just love Dubai. I love Dubai. I love the city. I love the culture. I love everything. So here I'm supposed in the business meetings and conferences, but really I'm here to be in Dubai.
So yeah, that's in Dubai. I'm asking you what brought you exactly in that GITEX event.
Well, I have to do contacts because I need contacts. It's always good to make networking. I have to encounter here and meet some old clients and providers. So just making a little bit of active presence, nothing else.
Ah, cool. So tell me about you. So what you work? So for which company you work in? What you work? What you do?
I am the master of evil. I'm sorry. I am CEO of a bank. I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't know what was I thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. You are CEO of the bank. So cool. Like, if it's not confidence, what the name of this bank? Just like.
Yes, it's the all-powerful central bank of the world. We dominate all the rest of the banks.
Great. So just like curiosity as well. So do you have any business initiative? Are you looking to increase your revenue, for example?
Always, of course, always.
So what's holding you to increase your revenue? What are you doing?
Well, we are making a lot of reforms. We're hiring better human resources. And we are also building a project of blockchain with a central bank cryptocurrency to take over the world and have the world with only one currency that we can dominate. So we are with those projects, but it takes a lot of years to do so. So in the meantime, we're just taking advantage of the blood of humanity.
So tell me, I get the point actually. So tell me a little bit about your customer journey. What you know about your customer?
I know my customer is just a human being that is very that we can manipulate and to our own interests, and it's and just like I don't know, subhumans that we can just take advantage of them, just like numbers for us. Wow.
So just numbers for you. So I might not agree with you here. So, but what I meant by that question, actually, I meant like how you tracking your customer like experience, how you tracking your customer behavior, how you how you know, like you need to deliver better service to customer, and that's why I'm asking this question. Because I want you to keep your customers, existing customers, into business, and I want you to track other customers into your company as well. So tell me, and that's to do this, tell me a little bit about your integration. So how many branches, how many like systems you are using in your bank? Tell me a little bit about your IT landscape.
Okay, Busif, I'm like very interested in this conversation, but really I don't know you. I just know your name. So I would like to know, like, who are you exactly? Like who are you and what do you do? Like, why are you interested in all this?
So
I'm just telling you because I have 1 minute left and I have to leave, but maybe we can make another arrangement, but tell me about you.
Fantastic. So exactly. So where we met in IBM booth, and that's what I mentioned in the first place. So I am IBMer. I'm account executive working for IBM here. So and my role is helping customer to achieve their business initiatives. So I know that you're busy. I know that you're browsing up. I know it's more tech to discuss here. It's not right time. How about we do have another meeting just for you to do a demo presentation. And in that demo presentation, I'm going to prior send you an email what the agenda. So what we're going to cover in this meeting, it's going to be a demo presentation, a solution, and what stakeholders we're going to include. from your part and from my part as well. So anytime suits you, I'm more available. And just
Okay.
like for more information for you. Yeah.
Give me your card and I will write you an email. Is that okay?
Fantastic. And I can take your email as well now.
Yeah, I will give you the one of my secretary so you can make a meeting with her. Okay.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you, Busif. Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice to
Thank
meet
you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Busif. Now, just last explanations. So before we finish this webinar, it was a good conversation, and I think a lot of things you made them very well, Busif. I'm just going to make some points, some points so that you can get better yourself. You have to take in contact no, you have to take in account that if I am a very busy person, you should not make a similar mistake of the first exercise of Wayne with this Fox News news reporter. So to go too very fast with that person and to obtain all the information. Okay, maybe that information is better in that second encounter, unless you see that this guy is very relaxed there and that you could boom, 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 question. So it could be okay what you did, but just take it in account that maybe you have to be a lot more concrete and in small talk. And you should also take in account that it's good that you obtain all this information. I mean, your questions were really good, but you also should have a speech where is more emotional. I think maybe in this kind of environment, IBM bank, it's not so emotional conversation, but still you should take it at least a little bit in account, because it was very intellectual, very technical, and also your language of putting the meeting, like I will first give you an email, then then this, very schematic, but you should also put like emotion in it so that this guy will feel more bonded with you. So instead of being so structural and technical, you could make a speech. You could leave put that, but also combine it with something that I don't know, goes to his imagination or to his heart. It's like, I don't know your industry, you know. So, but let's think like I know your clients are very important for you because your business is based in your clients. So because they are important for you, I will provide the solution that will make them happier and that will make you happier, you know?
I agree with you. I agree with you. So show empathy.
Yeah.
So the real scenario is not like now here. So because here I'm running after time, but the real scenario, yes, I show the empathy. For example, definitely customer has objectives. Definitely I show empathy. I understand his question. I show him that I understand your pain. I feel it. Yeah, exactly. So I get the point.
Okay, perfect. Then that was the lesson I wanted to give. Of course, I was a difficult client because I assumed the role of banker, vampire.
Customer numbers. So.
That was just a joke. So I hope you forgive me. But yeah. So we are learning some lessons here. I am going to finish because Elisa will kill me if I don't. So I just want to tell you the art of contacting can give you so millions of new doors that you can open doors and that you can have more hundreds of more opportunities if you manage the art of contacting, because you have a life-changing experience. I could speak to you about many cases about myself, how I have made, but that's not the objective of this webinar. We had more time, I could put you more examples, but I know in your lives you will have a much better life if you open those doors and opportunities by contacting. I will only put a little last example to close. Is even when you dominate the art of contacting, you could also even contact when you don't want to. Like, or you are not, or you're tired, or you are in other things in your mind. So it's not only when you are looking for a target, but when you're very trained to do it, you can do it in any situation, even when you are not wanting to consciously. So you could be like arriving from a train station, and you're tired, and it's night, and you go to a taxi line and wait in a taxi line, and then you meet the person who is there beside you waiting for the taxi. And then after that, in only 2 minutes, you can make a good contact so that a relationship continues. And that's how I met Elisa Joanska, and that's how we have built a relationship, and that's how she invited me to this webinar, you know. So now I have a new door, a new opportunity, a new experience, because one day I contact her in the line of a taxi in 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, and I was not planning to do it. I was hungry, I was tired, I was from a very long trip. I was thinking about my meeting the next day, but just I'm so trained to that, boom, it opened, and we contacted, and now I'm giving a webinar in her platform. Just like a last example of that, when you are trained in it, like it's in any place, in every time, in any circumstance, you're always building relationships, opening doors, and having a charismatic communication so you can have more opportunities in life. And with that, I close my speech. If you want to make some questions before saying goodbye, I'm here open. If you want to contact me through Elisa, you could also contact me for any service of communication or of cryptocurrency. I have the two businesses that you would like, and here I am, and here you have a friend for all of you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, Paul. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask now to him. We have like a few minutes, and yes, Paul is our partner now, so you can contact him on our platform. His story and bio and experience is there. You can send email on info@discovernew.net, and I'm sure he'll be doing more of these trainings because it's really powerful, I think. And as he said, he's also a cryptocurrency speaker, so I mean, this is also a future in terms of the finances.
Thank you, Elisa. Any question, last commentary?
No question from my side.
No,
Good,
okay, thank
good
you.
tips. If you come on again, Paul, I'd be interested in your observations about the use of humor, even in an initial contact, because I can tell that you like to use humor.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
I will give you a short example. A little time ago, I was in a bar, and I like of very jet set people, like very high class people, and but one of them I observed him, and it called my attention, like the way he was dressed, the way he moved, the way I saw him speaking with other people, like something about his energy. I think I want to contact him. This happens a lot of times in my life. I'm telling you, like almost the last one. And I've never seen him in my life, but I felt his good energy. I think this guy, I want to be friend of him, or we can do something. So when he went like to the bathroom or something, I went and I intercepted him. And in the first phrase, like speaking about humor, I said something like, excuse me, sir, look, I will tell you something that could sound a little bit strange for you, but I am a Jedi, and Jedis know how to identify other Jedis. So I know you are also a Jedi, and I would like to meet you. And it was like, because I feel like I have the energy of a Jedi, and when I saw someone that it was like me, I said like, hey, you're also a Jedi. He laughed, and we had a very good conversation. It was of course you have a risk, because if it's a boring person or something, he can, or a Japanese, as Mark says, he can be, but normally humor will open doors for you, and he will help you also in that first contact. Yeah. Okay.
It's very contextual, but often a way to ease the conversation and make it memorable.
Yeah,
Exactly.
memorable.
You're a Jedi. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne. Anyone else wants to make a question or commentary? I hope Shaun and CP in the next time I can meet them. Sure, they're fantastic people who I would like to meet. And
We have to test.
thank you very much.
That they exist.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Mark?
We have to test today that they really exist next time.
Okay. not robots, but surely fantastic people. So thank you for being here, CP and Shaun. You didn't participate, but I appreciate that you were here all the time. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for your participation. Busif, thank you. Wayne, thank you very much. And Elisa, it was a very pleasure to have met you there in that taxi line, and now to have this relationship. Okay, thank you.
Because of the communication and open minded, to give you so many opportunities in life. So I'm very grateful to be also a part of your training, because I can also grow. So thank you very much, Paul. It was amazing. Thank you very much, our attendees, and hope to see you again on our next webinars.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.
See you again.
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Adios.
Bye-bye.